Alright everyone, it's Adrian or GMCamulos back with more Alpha Adventures. I believe at the moment this might be episode 11. My apologies if it's not. I am very tired this morning upon waking up. Today being Friday, or what is it, the 19th, and it's currently 8:55 in the morning. I have a flight that I need to leave for in under 2 hours, I think almost. Well, about an hour and 20 minutes. I'll have to be heading off to the airport for that. But in order to get a little bit more WarZ action, I had to sort of get on. My characters are still there, which is all good, nice and helpful. I'm going to revive one here, and then we're going to sort of jump in and try and find some stuff in wherever we can go. Now, although it's only, a handful of days since it has been released and, you've sort of been watching so far, I'm still upset that the options hasn't really changed at all. I can't change any of the stuff on the right there, which probably would make the game run a little bit better, hopefully recording-wise as well. It may go through a little bit smoother. Oh. Sorry, I accidentally clicked outside of the game there. So, that's one thing that I kind of wish I could change just to make things a little bit better for you guys and make things a little bit smoother. But, what we've got here is a game that's still in alpha, and, there are all chances that those additional options and different model levels aren't actually in the game at all. So, that's one thing we do kind of have to keep in mind. But I want to show you as much gameplay as I can and try and find some stuff and see if anything has been fixed, because it did have to update very slightly when I started today. I'm not sure what really happened, but yeah, we'll have a look and we'll see. Patch fixes would be nice if when the game started up we could see those, so we could sort of go through what has been updated and what has been changed, what they've attempted to change, but we don't really get anything like that. So once again, if you haven't got the game yet, head over to www.thewarz.com and check those out. So, oh, what a bad time to switch back to the screen right when it's loading into the game. Oh, that's good. For a change, I did not drop and actually get hurt. Unfortunately, we are out in the middle of the wilderness, and there's a lake, which means it'll be over this way to the town. Where was I last night? I was over way more west than I am now. So yeah, like as you can see, the map is quite beautiful, quite decent. I put it purely down to the type of software that I'm using to record this for you all as to why it's laggy on my screen. Even at 16-17 frames a second, it is extremely smooth. Like, that's what's really confusing. I think the like frames per second may kind of be taking into account the recording software as well, because on my screen it's running at it appears to be at least 24. Like, I'm not really noticing. That sucks. Getting shot at already. Well, I don't really have anything, so if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I guess, but can't see anyone with a gun. Probably around if he was shooting, and it did sound to me as if he was over in this direction. So probably not a good idea heading into town, but I want to try and have a look around and get some more stuff, so let us see what we can find. We'll sort of head through the trees a little bit for you all, which might make me a little bit harder to see, though. Anyone worth their salt, any sort of player worth their salt will have picked up, at least by now, that is what people do. It's actually quite rare for someone to head straight through a town, right out in the open. People do like to use cover, at least if they're smart, I guess. So, was that a flashlight over there, or just bad loading? Can't even tell. We'll sort of have to go around through the back here, see what we can find. Hopefully that does not include zombies. I would really like to find a type of gun that I can use long range, maybe a rifle, or something like that. But we shall see. I doubt that I will find a rifle, at least today. I think most of those have probably been picked up at least by now. If you're going to be finding rifles, it's probably going to be off a bandit's corpse. Let's get into town here. Okay. Sounds like someone out there is reloading, but I have no idea who that is. Or where they are, if they are reloading at all. Maybe just a bit of a sound glitch there. We can only hope. But, you know, spike bat, granola bar, it's something. I think it might have been bandages. Or a black mask. So, wait. Okay, so, look, I picked up some stuff. I don't want to lose it. Let's try and quit out. Someone is definitely outside. You can still hear it going on now. Someone is outside, definitely shooting around the place. I want to keep those items that I found and stockpile them. And sadly, as you guys have seen in the 10 odd previous episodes prior, this is kind of what you have to do, at least at the start. You need to be quick, agile, get, you know, whatever items you can find and jump out of the game and save those items. Head back in with pretty much nothing, because you don't want to find a few items and lose them just because someone has found a few better items. So you don't want to stockpile what you've got, head out of the game, and come back in a little while where you've actually got some more stuff to keep. So I'm pretty sure the black mask kind of hints to people that you are not, you know, going to be a nice person. I think that would be the type of person that is attracted to the black mask first. So I'm not saying that all people that get the black mask are going to be bandits, but hell, that's probably a pretty good sign that someone is not 100% on the level there. So we'll swap over characters to get to a different area, show you something a little bit different. But again, as you just saw, police stations normally have some items. If you haven't picked up on that yet, the type of model, like the building that I just sort of went in that had the cells there, without the cell doors, if you notice, are police stations. They sort of say it out the front as well. There's normally a few items in there, so they are a fairly reliable, as I found, source of items. Let's check the time. Okay, so we've still got a little bit of time to keep recording. Actually, I have about 2 hours. Sorry, I was getting picked up at 11, not 10, so... Okay, so this was the one that we were playing last night in the pitch black, where I sort of commented about how I see in the dark and things like that, and what I do my best without pulling out the flashlight to see everything. What have we got? Okay, so all we have is a flashlight. I need to try and find some water for this character, but again, if I die, yeah, it takes an hour for him to reload, but at least when you get revived, you start on full thirst and full satiation for food. So sometimes just letting it go and dying is the better option. So look, one of the things I really want to test out for you all is weapons. I do want to test those out. I'm still curious about the ammo in the bottom right corner there, whether they've sort of given unlimited ammo to everyone who finds a weapon purely so that they can test out the guns or not. I don't know, but yeah, that's finding a gun has been pretty hard. In fact, I had to turn bandit to kill someone who had the only gun that I've found, so I do not feel good about that. I felt even worse that I've killed him, got the weapon, and haven't even been able to test it out. Wow, there was nothing in that house. I think I found some stuff in there before, I know that for a fact. I may have to, because it's day, like crawl straight over there to get into the church. I know there was some stuff in the church one of the last times I went this way, so let's see. It's definitely harder to be seen at the moment. I don't want it to take forever, so let's see what we can do. We'll sort of crawl on over. This is also to test out what it's like sight-wise and how stealthy you kind of have to be. If you haven't picked up on that now, in the upper right-hand corner you have your visual and audio meters. So the little eyeball, the top one that's normally going to be higher, is how easily you can be seen. The bottom one being the audio is how well people, and I'm assuming Zeds, can hear you. So let's have a look here. You can drop everything down even more by holding down Control, which is the crouch / slow move button. CZ. Oh, playing it risky here, Adrian. Crouching in. Okay. So. Alright, so I can hear a zombie around. Not 100% sure where they are, but okay, so that is not as good. Someone has tried to escape and run in here by the looks of it, and they have died for it. So, although there are a few items here, I'm not really sure if it's worth it, especially for a character that's already dead. But let us see how things are progressing. Come on, hopefully they're gonna... Okay, so definitely not going good now. I'm doing my best to aim towards the head, but yeah, look, there's just way too many of them there. That was not going to end properly. Still looks like they can't jump. Let's have a look. Let's put that away. So it does... Let's see here. Let's have a look. So pretty much everything with the flashlight now, it kind of looks like that has been fixed. So, that's one of the things I pointed out to the devs. I'm sure other people pointed it out as well. The devs probably saw it, but hey, I kind of take that as a win. Someone did actually comment, well, on one of the last videos that I did put up, saying that yay for the flashlight fix. It does not appear to have done more damage. Oh, there's a nice crash at least. So we'll sort of jump back, see what we can find there. So it kind of appears to be that they have fixed at least one thing, which is good. That's what we wanted. As you can see, although they have released more servers, more spots in the servers, there are still a few crashes that occasionally happen. I haven't been recording every time I play. I've been checking out some stuff here and there with one of the other characters that I've got. Excuse me. Let's try and get back into it. So, I've been trying to find places that you guys can sort of see new parts of the map, new experiences. I've been bandit killed twice that you guys haven't seen in the Alpha Adventures. Let's have a look here. I think that was Perseus that we were playing on there. So, let's try and jump back in. I believe most of the kicks like that where the game crashes is not so much player side, but possibly server side. I think it's 50-50. So there have been times where I've tried to get straight back into the server, excuse me, that I was in before, and it sort of crashed on me again. So when I've restarted for the third time, it sort of said, well, that's fine, you can get in. Remember, if you haven't got the game, head to thewarz.com to get a copy and check it all out. Where are we now? Okay, so we're in the same place, but different server, no items there. Zombies out here are dead, as we had learned a while ago. Oh, there's a zombie right out the front door, so I can't really go that way. Which sucks, because... Whoa, that sucks. Oh, that's even worse. When you go places the zombies can't get to, they do tend to back off, which is good. From what I can tell, anyway. So there's that one at the front. Lost line of sight with one. again, we've got the police station over there, so that's kind of where I want to go. I can see a player over the back there. Okay, so we've drawn the attention of at least one zombie. Let's crawl. See what we can find. Is there anything in here? It may have been cleared out. Looks like it has. Oh, no. They ain't falling for that. Oh, bugger. Run right into a zombie. So that's not good either. See if we can get out. Try and follow that player. There he is there. And it looks like he had a bat, so we may try and head a different way. And we'll see what we can find. I am bleeding quite profoundly, which is never good. But you never know, we may be able to find some things in here. Downside to the blood trails is that bandits can follow you a lot easier as well with these. I'm not sure if they affect zombies as of yet, but that would be interesting to sort of know as well. It's such a pity now that, you know, these videos can't go on YouTube to check out, but hell, if any of the developers that are checking through these videos that are like these alpha adventures, if there's bugs as I sort of find in it, let's see what we can find here. Any of the videos that, like these ones that I've had previously that have had bugs in it that I've sort of found and worked out how to do and stuff like that, I have been sending to the developers as well, although they're private. I've been trying to get them to have a look at those so that they can get fixed. Am I still bleeding? Yeah, I'm still bleeding. Such a pity. See, this is one thing that I'd love to have other people to play with while doing it, so that we can check these things out and what happens with blood, and if other people can see it as well as I can, because I am bleeding a lot. My health doesn't really seem to be decreasing at all, which I guess is good. I picked up a normal flare, yay. Didn't even comment on that, I probably should have. Oh, granola bar. That's good. But this character doesn't really have much health, so if I stay alive for much longer, I'll probably just disconnect. And bag of chips. Let's crash get those. Chippy chippies. I will log out, save the items that I've found at least, and progress from there. Oh, there's something over here. Water, yes, tasty, tasty water. Save the items that I've got, and then sort of come back in and find somewhere to die in peace, I guess. If only. Where are we on the map? So we've made our way over to the other side of the town from where we were. So we started over up on that hill, I think. So we sort of made the full circle. Sort of shown you paths into areas that I kind of know you can get into fairly easily to check everything out. I might sort of head off into the bush a little bit just in case, because sometimes zombies do sort of spawn out and about, and I'm assuming the zombie spawn randomizer in the beta, by the time you guys are playing this, is going to be a lot different. So it's one thing I kind of need to keep in mind as well, that I'm showing you guys what it's like in the alpha, because, well, there's no other way that you guys could really see it unless you're in the alpha as well. So as I sort of said, I will, in one of my last videos anyway, I will be playing, when I get back, if my account's still up, which it should be, I will be playing with more people, so we can try and get that multiplayer play happening. Clans and communities and friends and things like that don't actually get implemented until the 31st of October when the beta starts. So you guys will have a good 5 days to actually be playing this yourself and getting items, exploring the world and everything before you even get the chance to view these videos. So, you know, 25% health. Woo! That was lucky. Actually, I always do that now. One thing I've noticed at the moment, I think at the start you were able to just drag items, but it doesn't appear that you can do that anymore. You kind of need to select the tab that you want to put it in. You can't just drag it onto the icons up the top here. So these ones up here. Again, you guys can't see my mouse if you haven't worked that out yet. There's something wrong there, but I've just turned it off to try and get the best sort of recording that I can. So this character's going to die pretty quick anyway. Look, I'll probably jump back in real quick, just something a little bit different. We know the character's hurting, we know the character's dying. I have a message on my phone, but let's log back in, see what we can find, or die trying. Okay. Okay, just a message about the the weather, because I woke up to thunder this morning, which isn't good for airplanes, apparently. Especially not with a 7-month-old that's flying for the first time. But yeah. Okay, so we're back in now. Let's see what we've got. We're standing up, which is good. I don't think this house we can get into. I am still bleeding, which is interesting. Hunger and thirst are still rampant. But we got some items here, which is good. So we started, we got back into it pretty good right there. Water. Looks like just 2 water bottles. Look, we might as well drink those. So at least one thing's topped up. The hunger is still an issue. Set an item or a zombie body up there. Okay, so that is a zombie body. We don't really want to go to that. Let's see if we can head into town for something a little bit different. Oh, there's a zombie there too. Okay, because normally we have just been kind of skirting around the outsides. So I want to try and show you something a little bit different for a change. And just the pathing that I sort of take to try and avoid zombies. Testing out, and it is just a big testing sort of circle about aggro levels and when zombies can see you, when they can't, things like that. So it's one of those things that you will have to try and work out for yourself. I don't think I've been in this type of building before. In all the times I have been playing, it does not look familiar, but at the same time it does not look like there are ways in and out. Okay, so we got a bandit over here behind me. I'm pretty screwed. That's one of the new character models. It's the first one of those that I've seen unlocked. So look, someone is definitely in the town at the moment. Okay, let's see what we can get here, if anything. Okay, so a few things, which is good, and he does not look like a bandit, so that is awesome. I've found some good stuff there. Oh, in the bank, fireman's helmet. Oh, if only money was still a good thing. Look, I might try and log out now just because I've got some items. I've shown you a few more buildings, and I don't want to lose what I've got. So I'm sorry that you guys didn't get to see me die after I sort of mentioned that I probably would. If you're still watching at this point, you probably understand why I thought I was going to die, especially seeing one of the new models. So that was pretty good to see there. Victor, I think was his name. I think I'm playing as Axton at the moment. That was the Victor model, so it was amazing to see that. So I'm glad I went back into the game. It was really good to see someone else with that. I've done it again. Really good to see someone with that model. Oh yeah, so there is armor and helmets, but I don't really want to lose stuff now, especially on a character with only 25% health. Oh, boonie cover hat. Okay. Oh, okay, so sometimes they stack and sometimes they don't. That's interesting to say the least. But our supply of items is definitely building up, which is good. We will see what we can find. We don't have any range equipment yet. 3 painkillers. Ooh, yes. So that has been episode 11. I really should have checked that out, of the WarZ. And hopefully you guys have sort of picked up something else from this. Leave a comment down below as always to let me sort of know what you think of how the series is progressing. I know there's not really much that I can show you in the game because it's really hard when you don't have multiple layers and you are just trying your best to find items. I mean, with the spawn rate of weapons, as in ranged weapons such as rifles, pistols, crossbows being as low as it is in certain areas, I'm doing the best that I can to try and find as many items as I can, show you good spots where items spawn, but a lot of it is just going to be playing for yourself. So if you haven't already by this point, head on over to thewarz.com and check those out. Just sort of read some forums, read some reviews. By the time you see this, as of November 5th, it will have been about 2 weeks since I was playing. As I said, it's only Friday, October the 19th, so at least 2 weeks behind, but that's purely because of the NDA of the game itself. So, again, if you've enjoyed this, like and subscribe for more. I will be doing a lot more of the WarZ gameplay when the game itself does come out. And obviously, you've still got as many more episodes as I can get of the WarZ Alpha Adventures. So, again, this is Adrian or GMCamulos, and until next time, which will probably be after the weekend when I get back from my trip, you guys stay safe.